It's time. That's right. Time to know what is the fifth secret weapon of generating referrals without asking. Let's dive in.
You are not just another hustling salesperson. You are the expert, the resource, the valuable partner for your clients. And how you grow your business should reflect how your clients see you. Welcome to the Roadmap to Grow Your Business podcast. We generate referrals without asking, build positive client experiences, and help you take control of your business. Here's your charmingly sarcastic host, Stacey Brown Randall.
Hey there, and welcome to episode 178 of the Roadmap to Grow Your Business podcast. I'm your host, Stacey Brown Randall. Can I just take a minute and say, oh my gosh, 2021 is almost over. Like, the year goes by just as fast as the year before. They all do, but somehow we feel like they're going to take longer to go by, and they keep going by fast. And we've become somewhat normalized and accustomed, I guess, to living within a global pandemic. And even though there's highs and, wow, there are a lot of lows that come with that, it's like becoming, I hate saying that the new normal because it's just normal now, but it's that craziness of thinking, holy cow, 2021 is almost over. Like, can you guys believe it? I just, something popped up on my phone the other day. I don't have a lot of notifications that popped up, but this one store I like to shop in popped up, and it was like 90-something days to Christmas, and I had a mini heart attack. Of course, this is closer to the time of the recording of this episode, not actually when it goes live in November, but I had a mini panic attack. I was like, oh my gosh, it's Christmas again. Like, it's not like I don't know it's not coming every year, but it was just that moment of, wow, the year is almost over. And now, when you guys are listening to this, there's less than 2 months left of 2021 before we embark on a brand new year for 2022. And I just want to take a minute and just tell you, if you are super excited for 2022 to come, that is amazing. I'm right there with you. I'm always excited for a new year to start. But if you're also somewhat sad that 2021 is over, maybe because you haven't accomplished all that you thought you would, or just because this was actually a good year for you, I feel you. I'm right there with you too. I kind of have highs and lows about every ending of every year and beginning of every new year. But I just wanted to take a minute to remind you, you don't have that much time left if you're buying for Christmas or Hanukkah. You probably need to get a move on. Just, a little friendly PSA from your good buddy SBR. Just want to put that out there. Okay, let's dive into secret weapon number 5. Can we get a drum roll, please? Secret weapon number 5 of generating referrals without asking is patience. And everybody get a collective, right? I know, I see you. You're pushing the lawnmower right now, or maybe not. Maybe you're shoveling snow, actually, depending on where you live. Or you're walking on the treadmill, or you're in your car driving, and you're like, Stacey, nobody wants to learn the patience lesson. I know I don't. Right? Every time I feel like God is trying to teach me patience, I'm like trying to remind him, I didn't ask for that. I did not ask to learn that lesson. Please take that lesson away, right? Because patience, it's the hardest of all. It's the hardest thing to learn for most of us when we're younger. And it doesn't actually get any easier as we get older. We get a little bit more evolved, I guess I should say, in our ability to deal with it. But it doesn't necessarily mean that we like it anymore. Now, before I dive into unpacking patience with you, let me just recap what the other 4 secret weapons of how to receive referrals without asking was all about. So if you're just like first time listener to this podcast and you're diving in, you're like, what? She's on the 5th secret. That must have been like 1 through 4. You're right. There are 1 through 4 other secrets before that. This is our last one, but I just want to quickly kind of give you that overview. So secret weapon number 1 of generating referrals without asking is to be a good human. That's episode 174. Secret weapon number 2 of generating referrals without asking is to follow the right strategy. That's episode 175. And secret weapon number 3, which is episode 176, that is your ability to be consistent. And secret weapon number 4, which we just did last week, episode 177, that is using the right language. So those are 4 secret weapons. Now we're on to patience, which is referral secret weapon number 5. And let me just say it again. This is the hardest one for all of us. I should probably say most. So some of you guys have like the patience of Job and you're amazing. And I think you're an incredible humans. And some days I really want to be just like you. But I know it would take a ton of work probably to get there. But is this really the hardest lessons for most of us to learn? Is this lesson of patience? Because we want things now. And the now has only gotten worse over the last 20 years and will probably only continue to get worse. Because if I need to know something, there's no card catalog at the library in my future. There's Google. Right? There's just like, let me see what it says. And then let's just hope whatever website I'm looking at is telling me the truth. Right? And so this need for instant gratification, this 24/7, always available, always on, always hustling, always on the go, everything that I need at my fingertips, it has negatively impacted our ability to practice patience. It's true. But when it comes to referrals, particularly the way that I teach it, you have to practice patience. Because we don't ever look from a referral perspective at the people who are going to give us referrals like we can snap our fingers at them and command them to give us referrals. That's not how it works. We have to be intentional about the relationship, the authentic, real relationship that we build with our referral sources. We have to take care of them correctly. We have to use the right language. We have to be consistent in our actions. We have to be a genuine human, right? Authentic when we're doing this. And then we have to practice some patience while we wait for the universe to work its magic. It's not really how it works, but I just sometimes feel like that's the thing that people need to hear. Now, I mentioned this in an earlier episode as part of these 5 Secret Weapons series about how I love sharing first-year success that my Growth by Referral students have. And the truth is, let's be honest, the reason why is, well, A, it's really awesome that they have this amazing success and I'm proud of them. And a lot of them have it at really high levels, and then some of them have it at average levels. But we share that first year success because I want you to know what's possible. But even in that year, it's not as if they received those results in the first 30 or 60 days. It was 12 months when we're reporting in on the results that they're having. And yes, it's true. If you look on testimonials and success stories and case studies of people who've been through the Growth by Referrals program, you may also see, right, I got 15 referrals in 45 days, or that's an attorney I'm thinking of, or another one is he received, something like 32 referrals, right, in 3 months. So yes, there is the ability to generate fast results. There's the ability to generate fast results with just about anything you do, right? But a lot of the things that are going to generate those really fast results just mean everything is aligned correctly in your business, and then we are able to take advantage of it. And that's not the place everybody starts, which means we've got to practice patience. We have to understand that if we want to be successful with our referrals, that we're going to have to do the work and allow the trickle of referrals to happen before it can snowball, before it can then go boom, explosion. Here's a great first year results. Some people have a great first year results, then rest on their laurels and don't have such a great second year. And they probably usually know, if there's a self-aware human, that they're evolved to a certain point, that it was their fault and they didn't follow what they were supposed to follow. But you guys have heard me talk about students who've been in my program, right? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years. And we talk about the results they have, because that's how I make sure you understand this is not a one-hit wonder. This is not the fad I want you doing this year or next year, and then you're going to abandon it the year after that. This is the thing I want you making a commitment to how you're going to build your business. This is the thing if you have a team, I want your team committed to about how you're going to go about building your business. It doesn't have to be the only way that you grow your business. I just want it to be a pretty big part of your business growth. But that means we have to be willing to practice patience. We have to recognize and understand what this looks like in terms of when we will see results. People who have fast results, like the attorney and the CPA I just mentioned, who had like 15 referrals in 45 days and 32 referrals in 3 months, everything happened to be perfectly aligned in their business when they went through the GBR program. And they had relationships, right, that with just a little extra nurturing were ready to burst forth with more referrals. That's amazing. But it's not like that for everybody. Some people come in and they get 6 referrals for the first time ever, but in a 6-month period. But that's still huge for them because they had never gotten one the year before, or only one in a full 12 months. And then in 6 months, they get 6. And actually, if we break down what this ultimately looks like, what this really looks like is they got 1 in their first 3 months, and they kept working the plan, and then they got referral 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 in the next 3 months. That's how the trickle starts, then the snowball, then the referral explosion. There's also going to be dips. There's going to be highs and there's going to be lows. I remember talking with one attorney, I think this was 2020, and at the end of 2020, she had been like, oh my gosh, like 20 referrals in 3 months. She was so excited. She was so thrilled. And then January took a dip. And because I watch her results every month, I know that that dip is well over and she's exceeding her goal for the year and everything's been amazing for her first year from that perspective. But there was a dip and she kind of panicked. I'm like, you got to have patience. You got to take a deep breath and you got to practice this level of patience because at the end of the day, that's how it works. Referrals are the most amazing way to grow your business if you are doing it in a way that honors who you are as a person. And of course, that's the referrals without asking, without manipulating, without compensating, without being gimmicky, without networking all the time, and without just sitting around hoping that they're going to happen. But there's still work to do, and then there's still patience to practice while you're doing the work to reap the rewards. Some famous football coach, I believe, I don't know, maybe it wasn't a famous football coach. Somebody can correct me. I've actually quoted this person before, but right now, the name of the coach, the sports coach, the team coach has just escaped me. But he has this saying, maybe it's Vince Lombardi, I can't remember. But he has a saying that says the only place where success comes before work is in the dictionary. It's true. It's true with everything in life. We got to put the work in to have the success. So sometimes we've got to practice patience. And that is our 5th secret weapon. And it is practicing patience while you're working the process is by far the hardest lesson for most of us to learn. So I will link to every episode that is in this 5 Secret Weapons series on the show notes page for this episode, which is stacybrownrandall.com/178. That's 178 for episode 178. And Stacy has an E. Okay, coming up next week is episode 179, and we are going to talk about how to end the year referral strong. Very specific things I want you guys to think about doing. So until then, let's take control and grow your business. Bye for now.
Thanks for listening to the Roadmap to Grow Your Business podcast. To access all resources and links mentioned in today's show and to connect with Stacy, head over to www.stacybrownrandall.com.